Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Amazon Ads Raw. It's Monday, the 18th of September, and this is episode 91. We're going to talk about a couple of new updates which I've read over the weekend and over the last days. A couple of interesting things have happened, and we go through them real quick today. The first thing I want to talk about is an update to the budgets tab. The budgets tab should be visible for most of you guys, but it is in beta. So it's on the left side in the campaigns sponsored ad menu, where you also have like your campaigns and the portfolios and the targeting and the settings. There is a tab, another section, which is called budgets. In that one, you will have your campaigns, and you can filter it for a few new metrics. These metrics are average time in budget, estimated missed sales, estimated missed impressions, estimated missed clicks, and your other, let's say, performance settings, performance metrics you'll have. And this tab has a kind of new feature. I just discovered it. I'm not sure since when it's there. I've not been in the budget tab for 2 weeks at least. And in the top left, this widget shows you for today, no campaigns are out or almost out of budget. That's great. And for the last 14 days, it gives me a summary. 9 campaigns went out of budget and had missed opportunities. And then it tells me, okay, this is the amount of missed impressions, clicks, and sales. I can now apply these filters, which is basically selecting the 9 campaigns. Then this shows me their performance metrics, and I can say, all right, this one here with a very good ACOS or ROAS, this should not run into any budget. Maybe I want to increase my daily budget on that campaign. So it is kind of making our lives easier when looking at missed opportunities in terms of missed spend. You can easily filter by that. Yeah, personally, I feel that was not that much necessary, because you could just create a filter view and you say every campaign, show me every campaign where my average time and budget is below 95% and my ACOS is below 25, 30, whatever your ACOS might be, 20. And then you will have your filtered view for all the campaigns you want to eventually increase the budgets on. But Amazon is making the lives easier. This is always appreciated and appreciable. So let's go into the next quick update here. On the reporting section, sponsored ads report, there is a new report you can now download, which is on the sponsored products. For the campaign, this is also, I don't see it in all the accounts yet. It's a new functionality, so maybe it's not visible for you yet, but it will soon be visible for all of you. Sponsor product campaign has now not only a daily report time unit, but also an hourly. So you can download for the last 30 days your reports broken down into the hour. This is interesting because of Amazon Stream and the hourly optionality to see your data hourly and also bid hourly. Therefore, this report is now able to show you the hourly breakdowns of your sponsored product campaigns. All right. As I am not seeing that, I cannot give you much more details. Maybe I will be able to give you more details once I've seen that in our accounts somewhere. The next update is a big one. I would say big, I believe. I have also tried to find it in our accounts, but I could not as of yet. But multiple resources have reported on that on Friday and over the weekend. And it's the new multi-country sponsored ads campaign manager. This is also a beta. This is, I'll quickly read the introduction from Amazon itself. Advertisers who run sponsored ads campaigns in multiple countries can now view and manage their ads in a single account ad page. Within the multiple countries beta view of the campaign manager, you can now see all your ad campaigns across countries in one place. For a deeper look at a specific country or a cross-country comparison, you can use the filter to select the country of your choice. Moreover, you can use the currency visualization feature to convert currency-related metrics to the currency of your choice and download reports for all of the countries at once. Managing a sponsored ads business in different countries has never been easier. All right, that sounds fun. For people only selling in the US, this is nothing. You don't have to care about it. But for people selling in multiple countries, especially for the European sellers who usually sell in all the European countries and who usually do also the advertising in all the European countries, this has been a pain because every marketplace has their own ad account. Every marketplace needed to get their own sponsored products campaigns. Amazon has introduced a couple of functionalities over the last years already to make this easier. For example, you could create sponsored product automatic campaigns in multiple countries at once. When you go into the ad console and create a sponsored product campaigns, it was asking you, do you also want to create that in Italy and in France? And then it would create the same campaign, add something in the naming at the end, which indicates the country, and you could run that campaign across multiple countries. But it was only created from one campaign. It was actually run in the other accounts, and it was also not you could not check it from that original account where you created it. You could just create it in one account. Now this new function adds a new tab similar to the budget tab we talked about to your campaign manager, and in there you'll have all your campaigns, and you can go into these campaigns and you can change something and look at the performance in an aggregate or in single campaigns. So this helps people to not change ad consoles that often. Obviously, this is just a first step because this is only available for sponsored products as far as I know. But yeah, it's a first good step. Currency conversion, that makes sense. UK, Euro. This does make a lot of sense. Eventually, in the Nordic countries, you don't pay with euro, but you pay with something else, or in, I don't know. Lots of good things here coming. Probably very helpful for lots of freelancers and agencies and PPC managers out there. That's pretty interesting here. And what else is to say about that? I think it's not that much more. Yeah, I have to see it once I saw it myself. What else I can add there? As I said, I have not seen it yet, but looks super cool. And now the last thing. The last thing for today is also a big announcement. We slipped actually through my daily news scraper, which is myself looking at LinkedIn and other resources. And it's about virtual product placements. This has been announced on the blog from Amazon at the beginning of September. There was a post about that. And maybe they announced it even earlier. It's called virtual product placement. It's a beta. And basically what it does is when you, I think it's more like for very big companies rather than the small companies, but Amazon is having is creating a product that is adding virtual products, or meaning like, so that's altering a video and it adds products as a placement in there. So imagine you watch a movie and then all of a sudden you'll see your Coke or your Vanish Oxy Action or whatever product it is somewhere in the background, foreground, wherever. Traditionally, people had to shot it that way. They had to put the product there. They usually, most likely, I'm not from that area, so I don't know, but I would expect these deals have been set up before. You reach out to the companies, to the brands, and then they say, yeah, we want to do that. We'll give you X amount of money. And then they put the Coke or whatever in the shot, in the scene. Now with virtual product placements, this is a post-shot editing feature, and it's digital, it's scalable, because Amazon could, with their technology, just add everything after it's shot into the movie, into the series, wherever, and it would appear there, and people would be able to see it, and eventually you have a brand recognition, whatever, and it increases hopefully the purchasability of products. And it in the case study, you can see a couple of images. I'll link the case study in the description of the podcast today. You can see like a girl sitting somewhere at the stairs in the before VVP thing, and then in the after VVP there is a can of a certain bubble tea or whatever next to her. And then a few others, you would see like a bowl exchanged in a coffee scene, a coffee kitchen scene, or somewhere in another scene there would be whatever it is. I don't see it actually. It looks like a cleaning product. But yeah, in the before you don't see it, in the after it's there. And that's very interesting, because first of all, Amazon could change this depending on geography, whatever. So a big brand could say, hey, are you in these countries? These are the 5 products we think are relevant for our end users. Can you make it appear in the movie? And then depending on the country, they could change the product in the movie, because that's a digital thing they're doing here. And I'm not sure, or I'm pretty sure it's easy exchangeable. So you don't just have to work with one brand, you can work with multiple brands, and then depending on the the volume you can sell it segmented, and instead of one company buying all the views from that movie, you can sell it to 10 different brands, and everybody can have their products seen in that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this will end up. And this is obviously on Freevee, which is the Amazon free version to watch movies and series. And yeah, let's see what comes out there with these kind of very, very new digital ads everywhere. That's going to be the future. I'm not sure if I personally like it, but it's not about if I like it, it's about what is going to happen, and I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. More and more ads everywhere. So stay focused, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful Monday. See you, hear you tomorrow. Bye bye.